Hello, it's your girl Lily L, and welcome back to my channel. So, before we get into it, let's do a quick little refresh, real quickie. Okay, per. So now, let's be honest. You saw the red flags, you just ignored them. And it's not that you weren't there. You noticed the inconsistency. You noticed the small things that didn't feel right. But you just kept on going and going and going. And so now, sis, here we are. Okay? I want to break down 3 points, okay, that is going to bring all of this into fruition for you. First point, you saw it early. Let's be real. The signs were there in the beginning. The slow replies, the inconsistency, the lack of effort, and the lack thereof. But you gave it the benefit of the doubt. You tried and tried and tried to say, no, this can't be happening to me. But you saw it. You peeked it. You understood it. And what did you do about it? Nothing. It was there from the beginning. Why are you ignoring the signs? And this leads me to point number two. You made excuses. You told yourself, maybe it's because he's busy. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe it'll get better. But has it? And instead of accepting what you were actually seeing, here we are. Now you're making excuses for him. Now there's nothing to prove because he can now relax in his feminine while you're heavy in your masculine, trying to figure out what's going on, trying to continue to make excuses for him. Well, sis, you know what's happening. I want you to give yourself more credit than you're giving yourself. That's what I want you to do. I want you to say, oh, no, no, no. I peeped that. That's on me. And that's okay, sis. It's okay. We're growing. We're healing. We're getting it together. Huh? Point number three, emotional investment blinds you. I repeat, emotional investment blinds you. And once you start liking someone, it becomes harder to be objective. So now you're attached and you're ignoring things you wouldn't normally accept. Now, we've all, or at least most of us, have been victims of this. We say, oh, that will never happen to me. I'll never go through any of that. That's for the birds. Well, never say never. Okay? All I know is emotional investment is not the way to go initially. You have to relax and let this man prove to you that he desires you and he wants to be with you. Okay? Velvet rope woman, don't ignore red flags. They notice very early and they move accordingly. No overthinking, no over explaining. And honestly, this is something a lot of women struggle with. Like I was saying, we struggle with this. because they don't trust themselves enough to act on what they see. And that's exactly why I created the Velvet Rope Reset, because it helps you reset your mindset and trust your judgment again. We as ladies, we have intuition. Okay? We have the tea. We can just tap 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 right on in. Okay? And trust me, you're not confused, honey. You just ignored what was already clear. Now, if you're reading, I'm sorry. Now, if you're ready to stop doing that, my Velvet Rope Reset is linked below. Now, remember, ladies, create the rope, have those standards, have those boundaries. Stop being in denial and start using your power, your strength, and your energy wisely. Work smarter, not harder, is not just the same. Okay? Stop making excuses for these men. Admit that you saw the signs early. Okay? Give them a couple of months to prove themselves. And after that, if you have to keep on repeating yourself and the same thing keeps on happening over and over and over again, he's not valuing you. He doesn't deserve you. And honestly, he's taking you as a joke and he does not like you. So we have to stop lying to ourselves here, ladies. We have to stop it. Okay? It's getting old. It's getting played out. It's 2026. We're smarter than these men. All right? And they know it. And all they want to do is keep on manipulating the situation until they can't manipulate no more. Work on yourself. Work on your self care. Create a hobby. Because at the end of the day, men will be men. And I want the saying now to be woman will be woman. What's wrong with that? A woman is going to be a woman and a man is going to be a man. So let's be very clear moving forward. Stop getting tied to these men emotionally and dumping emotional investments and emotional intimacy onto these men, and they do not care. You're telling them how hard of a day you had, and they haven't even checked up on you after you told them this. They don't care. You're telling them you have a little cold or I feel like I'm coming down with something. They're not asking to send you soup or to send you a cash app for you to make some soup or get some soup. Nothing like that. Medicine, nothing. They're not even checking on you when you get home after work. So let's be very mindful. Again, ladies, create the rope, set those boundaries, and be very careful. Tread lightly who you give your access to. And it's very important. Okay? Until next time, my loves. Bye bye.